Listen, I want you to really get this. We're standing at the edge of something insane. AI isn't coming, it's already here. And it's not just changing the way adults work. It's creating opportunities for kids. Real opportunities. Millionaire level opportunities. And here's the deal, most adults don't even see it yet. You see, kids today have something we didn't. They have AI at their fingertips. Tools that can write design, code, analyze, and create in ways that used to take teams of people months. Imagine a 13-year-old using AI to start a YouTube channel, create digital products, or even develop apps without needing years of experience. The barrier to entry, practically gone. Here's the truth, AI is a productivity multiplier. It doesn't replace creativity, it amplifies it. If you know how to leverage it, you can do in hours what used to take months. And that's why kids who are learning AI now, experimenting with it, and actually executing are gonna have a head start that compounds like crazy. Age doesn't matter. Talent, curiosity, and action do. Think about it, the economy is shifting, jobs are evolving. The old playbook of go to school, get a degree, find a 9-to-5 is being rewritten. Digital products, content, AI-driven services, these are industries that kids can jump into today. They can start small, learn fast, and scale globally without needing $1 million investment. That's real power. But here's the kicker, timing is everything. Those who start today, who play, who experiment will win tomorrow. The kids who embrace AI aren't just learning new skills, they're learning leverage. And leverage, my friends, is how you create wealth faster than almost anything else. Right now, we are living in a moment that is absolutely unprecedented. And the first thing you need to understand is that early access is everything. Kids today have tools in their hands that most adults didn't even dream of a decade ago. Think about it. A 12-year-old can open a laptop or even a phone and start using AI to generate content, design graphics, write scripts, or even code apps. These are capabilities that used to require years of learning, mentorship, and experience, and now they are literally available for anyone willing to explore. The advantage isn't just in knowing these tools exist, it's in using them before anyone else does. Those who start early build muscle memory. They learn how AI thinks, how to prompt it, how to iterate on results, and they start creating outputs that can compete with professionals in hours, not years. That is massive leverage, and leverage is how fortunes are made. What most people fail to see is that the real power of early access isn't just about doing tasks faster. It's about time itself. Time is the most valuable currency you have, and when a kid starts experimenting with AI today, they are essentially buying years of experience. While others are stuck learning basics, they are already building products, growing audiences, and understanding the dynamics of digital marketplaces. The earlier you start, the more mistakes you make, the more experiments you run, the faster you learn what works. That learning compounds like nothing else. You might not see the value in a 13-year-old creating a TikTok channel, a small Shopify store, or a simple AI-generated app, but in reality, they are gaining a level of experience that puts them light years ahead of anyone waiting until adulthood to get serious. Early access also creates confidence and creativity in ways traditional education rarely can. Kids are fearless because they are experimenting in a world where failure doesn't have the stigma it used to. They learn to iterate fast, pivot, and improvise, all while mastering tools that can scale their ideas to global audiences. They are not just consumers of technology, they are creators, innovators, and problem solvers. And the sooner they start, the sooner they realize the massive potential of what they can achieve. Parents and mentors need to understand this because the environment kids grow up in today is nothing like before. Exposure to AI, coding, digital platforms, and creative tools is not a luxury. It is the first and possibly most critical competitive advantage they can develop. Here's the thing that almost nobody is talking about when it comes to AI, is not just a tool, it is a productivity multiplier like we've never seen before. Kids today have the ability to take ideas, projects, or even dreams and turn them into results at a speed that used to be unimaginable. Think about how long it used to take to write a book, design a website, create a marketing campaign, or produce content for social media. Those tasks required teams, months of planning, and thousands of dollars, and now with AI, a single kid with a laptop can do all of that in hours or days. That is leverage, that is power. AI doesn't replace creativity, it amplifies it. It allows a kid to test ideas, iterate, and produce at a scale that was previously impossible. And in a world where execution wins, speed is everything. Productivity is more than just getting things done faster. It's about compounding time and output. A 14-year-old who learns how to prompt AI effectively is essentially multiplying their creative capacity tenfold. They can create content, build prototypes, generate business ideas, and even automate processes that adults would need months to figure out. Every minute spent experimenting with AI is a minute invested in learning efficiency, understanding trends, and gaining market insight. The true advantage isn't just finishing tasks quicker, it's producing more ideas, testing more concepts, and learning what works in real time, which accelerates growth and opportunity like nothing else. The kids who understand this aren't just working faster, they are learning to think differently. They are developing a mindset where limitations are removed, where creativity is not bounded by skill or experience, and where execution happens at the speed of thought. They realize that AI can take repetitive tasks off their plate, allowing them to focus on strategy, innovation, and creativity, the things that actually create value. This is why early exposure is so critical. Kids who start using AI today are not just playing with technology, they are learning how to leverage tools for exponential growth, how to identify opportunities before anyone else, and how to turn ideas into tangible results faster than ever before. Parents, mentors, and educators need to understand that productivity today is not about working harder, it's about working smarter with leverage. Kids who harness AI will be able to achieve more, learn faster, and scale their ideas in ways that were impossible in the past. And that advantage grows every single day as the technology evolves and as they gain experience applying it effectively. Right now, we are in the middle of an economic transformation that most people don't fully understand. And this is where the real opportunity for kids comes in. The world is no longer defined by traditional jobs, offices, or the go to school, get a degree, find a 9-to-5 mentality. Entirely new economies are emerging, digital, decentralized, and powered by technology, and AI sits at the center of all of it. Kids today have access to tools that let them tap into these new markets faster than ever before. Whether it's creating AI-generated content, launching digital products, building apps, or even offering services that scale globally from their bedroom, they have the ability to participate in industries that literally didn't exist 10 years ago. And that is a massive advantage that can turn experimentation into revenue quickly. Think about it, platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Etsy, and even AI marketplaces allow anyone, regardless of age, to start a business, reach an audience, and monetize skills in ways adults are still learning. A kid who understands how to leverage AI to generate graphics, write scripts, or produce music can package that into a product, sell it, and reach a global audience instantly. The traditional barriers of capital, experience, and networks are being replaced by creativity, execution, and access to technology. The sooner a kid learns to see problems in the world, apply AI as a solution, and deliver value, the sooner they can become part of this new economy in a meaningful way. The critical point here is that AI doesn't just enhance productivity, it opens doors to entirely new markets. There are niches where demand is exploding, and a young mind who is willing to experiment and take action can dominate those spaces early. From AI-driven marketing services to content creation, educational tools, and digital entrepreneurship, kids can tap into sectors that traditional adults don't even recognize yet. Early exposure allows them to build a skill set and an audience before competition even understands what's happening. Parents and mentors need to understand that this is not just about learning a skill. It's about creating a mindset for opportunity. Kids who embrace AI as a tool for building real-world solutions are essentially training themselves to think in terms of problem-solving, monetization, and innovation simultaneously. They are learning how to identify gaps, understand value, and execute solutions in markets that are not saturated, which is exactly how wealth is created in a new economy. The digital landscape moves fast, and every day that a kid experiments, learns, and applies AI, they are putting themselves steps ahead of anyone waiting for traditional pathways or adult permission. Here's something that most people don't get in the AI era. Age is almost irrelevant. The old rules that said, you need experience, a degree, or a certain age to succeed are gone. What matters now is skill, execution, and the ability to learn fast. A kid who understands AI, who knows how to prompt tools, create content, or solve problems creatively, can compete with adults in ways that were impossible just a few years ago. This isn't hypothetical. We're seeing 12, 13, and 14-year-olds launching businesses, creating digital products, and building audiences that generate real revenue. And the only thing separating them from adults is the confidence to act and the willingness to experiment. The power of skill over age lies in leverage. AI allows anyone, regardless of how young they are, to amplify their output. A teenager can write books, create apps, design graphics, produce videos, and run entire marketing campaigns without needing a team or years of experience. The tool itself is a leveler, and the true differentiator becomes how quickly someone learns to use it effectively. Kids who embrace this mindset early are building not just products, but the muscle memory, intuition, and creative problem solving that will pay off exponentially over time. They learn to iterate faster, test ideas in real-world markets, and understand how audiences respond. Skills that even seasoned professionals take years to develop. Another crucial aspect is fearlessness. Kids don't carry the same baggage or preconceived limits that adults do. They are willing to fail, pivot, and experiment in public spaces, which is exactly what it takes to thrive in the AI-driven economy. Their lack of fear combined with skill gives them a huge edge. Adults often overthink, hesitate, or wait for permission, but kids can jump in, try new things, and make adjustments in real time. That agility, when paired with AI, is a recipe for rapid growth and early financial independence. Mentors, parents, and educators need to understand that the opportunities for children are no longer bound by traditional timelines. A 13-year-old today can build a level of competence and a portfolio of work that might take an adult a decade to achieve. The sooner a kid experiments with AI, builds projects, and puts themselves out there, the more they are practicing real-world skills that matter. Age is no longer a barrier, it's simply a number. Execution, creativity, and mastery of tools like AI define who gets ahead, and those who realize this early are planting seeds that grow far faster than anyone waiting for the right time or the proper experience. One of the most powerful shifts happening right now is the rise of micro-entrepreneurship, and this is where kids have an unprecedented opportunity. In the past, starting a business required a lot of capital, a team, and years of experience. Today, platforms, AI tools, and digital marketplaces allow anyone, even a kid, to start small, test ideas, and scale globally without massive investment. A 13-year-old can launch a digital product, sell AI-generated art, build a small e-commerce store, or create content that reaches thousands in a matter of weeks. The barrier to entry is practically gone, and the results are completely dependent on creativity, effort, and execution. The beauty of micro-entrepreneurship is that it teaches practical business skills in real time. Kids learn to identify what people want, test demand, refine products, and market effectively, all while managing limited resources. These are lessons that adults often spend years learning in traditional businesses. But now, thanks to AI and digital tools, young minds can gain the same experience in months. They learn how to move fast, adapt, and make decisions that have tangible consequences. That kind of hands-on experience compounds incredibly over time because it develops not just knowledge, but entrepreneurial instincts, which are the foundation of building real wealth. Micro-entrepreneurship also gives kids the ability to experiment without fear. Because the initial investment is low, the cost of failure is minimal, which encourages risk-taking, creativity, and iteration. A kid can try a dozen ideas in a single month, learn what works, and double down on the strategies that produce results. This trial and error process builds resilience and teaches them that failure is not something to fear, but a tool to learn faster. They start understanding markets, value creation, and customer behavior long before most adults ever do. Another key aspect is scalability. A kid who starts small can leverage AI and digital platforms to reach audiences far beyond their local community. They can turn a simple idea into a product, a service, or content that reaches thousands, even millions of people globally. The reach that technology provides today is unprecedented, and the earlier kids start, the more experience they gain in scaling ideas, managing projects, and building a personal or business brand. Micro entrepreneurship isn't just about making money. It's about learning leverage, execution, and real-world strategy, all while developing the mindset of a founder rather than a consumer. The last piece of this puzzle is something almost everyone underestimates, and that is timing. Timing is everything, especially in an era like this where AI is reshaping industries overnight. The kids who recognize the power of AI today, who experiment with tools, and who start building, learning, and creating now are positioning themselves years ahead of anyone who waits. It's not just about being skilled or creative, it's about being early. Early adopters in every industry historically have always captured the largest rewards, and AI is no different. The moment you start, even small steps compound, and the earlier you take action, the faster your experience, influence, and results grow exponentially. Kids have a huge advantage here because they are not burdened by the "I should wait until I'm ready" mindset that adults often have. They are willing to jump in, try, fail, adjust, and iterate at a pace that is almost impossible for someone older with more fear of failure. Every experiment they run, every piece of content they create, every AI tool they master now adds up to years of compounded advantage. By the time many adults even start learning these tools seriously, these kids will already have portfolios, audiences, and businesses in motion. They understand intuitively that speed beats perfection and action beats hesitation. And in an AI-driven world, this mindset is the real currency of success. Timing also intersects with opportunity spotting. The AI ecosystem is growing faster than anyone can predict. Entire niches are forming that are wide open for early movers. Whether it's AI-generated art, music, content creation, educational tools, automation services, or niche digital products, those who see trends early and experiment are the ones who capture attention, market share, and revenue first. Waiting for someone else to show the way, or delaying until things feel perfect, is the fastest way to miss out. Early experimentation teaches lessons that textbooks cannot. And the speed at which kids can learn from real-world testing gives them an advantage no classroom or traditional training can replicate. Parents and mentors need to understand that supporting early action matters more than perfect preparation. Encouraging kids to play, experiment, and build with AI now, even on small projects, gives them the chance to understand markets, scale ideas, and learn what works while others are still trying to catch up. Every day of early engagement, iteration, and execution compounds like interest in a bank account. Timing combined with early access, skill, and experimentation is what separates those who will succeed from those who will watch opportunity pass by. And in the AI age, this advantage grows faster than anything else. So here's the bottom line. AI isn't just a tool, it's a launch pad. The kids who embrace it, experiment with it, and act now are the ones who will define the future. Age, resources, or experience don't matter nearly as much as curiosity, courage, and execution. Every small project, every experiment, every moment spent learning and applying AI compounds into something massive over time. This isn't about waiting for permission or following the old playbook. It's about creating, iterating, and moving faster than anyone else. The opportunity is here, it's real, and it won't wait. Those who see it, take action, and start today are the ones who will become the first generation of AI millionaires, shaping industries, building brands, and redefining what's possible.